This was messy. This is about an artist that is scamming people out of money. Blatantly scamming. Dude, guys, there's a whole Facebook group with 600 people all exposing this one artist. This is probably the most extensive tea we've ever covered. This is about this artist called SinfulBloody. That is one of their aliases. They are part of the Anthro community. So you can read all of this stuff here. Welcome to my page. They're a digital and Anthro artist, meaning furry art. Base maker. If you guys aren't in the art community, what a base maker is they basically will draw the character, but with no identifiable traits. So it'll be like a pose with the body shape, but no hair, no color, no coloring, no clothes on, because you draw the clothes on over it. They will draw like the body shape, the head, and the eye placement and mouth, the smile or the frown or whatever for you. And I mean, don't get me wrong, their art is cute. That's where we get into the problem. So here is the Facebook group. This is a Facebook group with 600 people in it called Nyako /poo-poo-purin/addicted/SinfulBloody warning beware group. We're gonna have to read this bottom up. I scrolled to the very bottom of this Facebook group. It was made in March 10th. It is currently, as of today, July 17th. There is about 3 months worth of stuff in here that we have to go through. It is a lot. It is hefty. So this group was basically made to expose Nyako Purim addicted SinfulBloody's bad behavior. So all of those aliases is referring to the same person. So Ari Mai made a post stating, beware of Purin, aka Nyako. So Nyako /Pupu is a known scammer in the Brazilian artistic community. Not very recently, she changed her name. Her profile always had posts asking for emergency commissions to pay the bills, which have been proven to be a lie. Her modus operandus had not changed. Please don't buy commissions with her. American friends, she always tries to go to their community abroad just to do the same kinds of things without consequences and change her name later. I'm going to put some screenshots of the old beware in English. The most recent one is completely in Portuguese, but I'm going to translate it for the general context in each image description. All written in Portuguese. The translation says, I had commissioned that one, your character here. So they purchased that your character here for a friend of mine's birthdays. It came out 8 months later because I made a post complaining and he refunded me only half the amount, with the art completely rushed and full of mistakes, like not painting the part from my friend's OC. The rest is not really relevant. So here's a screenshot example where you see the gray and white checker here. That means they didn't fill it in. That means they did not color this one aspect of the body in, or the tail, or whatever this part of the body is. It's a little bit zoomed in, so I can't tell. So another post translation, I've been waiting for your character here since July 25th of, I believe, 2023. And the person barely gives an update, only if I ask, and there's hardly anything. I had even forgotten about it, but this post reminded me. Another person said, I was her friend. I always felt sorry for the situation, but I woke up as I saw her buying things like gaming chairs, display tablets, until she deleted me from Facebook. Don't trust that number. Or don't trust that maybe bad word. Oh, and by the way, all of this was brought to my attention because somebody DM'd me on Twitter with their experience with Purin. This was the Savage Mojo DM me this. Okay, here, I'm not going to zoom in. It's going to be too big. They said, I was one of the people who waited 3 years for my paid commission. She scams artists every day. More than 200 people are waiting for art, yet she's always lying to get more money with new commissions, base selling, and adopts. I'm sure it could be an interesting subject. You can find a lot of bewares against her. So that was how I first was aware of this. Yeah, so they have waited 3 years, the person that reached out to me. Another experience, so another person said, I think she already sent the sketches of the commissions I bought, and she even refunded half the amount after she gave me UNF, and I never heard from her again. Another person said she owes me one for 2 years. Here is another post dated 8th to 9th of March 2024. Beware, recent. Submitted by Kawaii Dalmatian. This is a very long list. Beware of Purin. For what? Not completing a your character here on deadline, very little work in progress, poor communication, possible scammer. Where? Facebook and Instagram. So the example, I have been saving up for this Valentine's Day your character here all of February, and I contacted them February 8th, 2024 to grab the final slot. They assured me that it would be completed on or before February 12th, 2024. They offered a 4-day turnaround, which is nuts. As days go on and get closer, I ask for updates and they give excuses on why it hasn't started. So I try to be understanding. Finally, Valentine's Day comes and goes. Nothing. But maybe a few lines were done on the piece. I reach out to them after and say, look, my boyfriend broke up with me after Valentine's Day and I don't really want the piece anymore. Can I have a refund? They say no and it's on flats. So I'm writing this as a caution when commissioning them, as they have previous bewares I found out and asked them because I got worried about this commission for a good reason. So here are example posts of the conversation between the two, where Poo says it will probably be done until the 12th, but probably before. Payment proof. So here is Purim stating that they had medical issues. This was on Valentine's Day. So after the date they said they would finish, and the commissioner said it's no big deal. Then 2 days later, they said I have to finish everything. I ended up delaying because of the hospitalization, but I'm managing. And then on the 20th, they said, Bumpy's Hun, I'll finish it tomorrow. I've been having an ADHD crisis in the last few days and I'm not able to concentrate very often, so I'm trying really hard. So it's a lot of excuses. Are they valid excuses? Sure. We will see their history and there's a lot of excuses. And there's some more conversations because they're talking about the old bewares. Purim said that they became a better person. Purim said, I need to go out again and get some urgent things. I have to finish it tomorrow. So every single day they keep saying tomorrow, 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 tomorrow. If we give benefit of the doubt, maybe Purim is just really, really bad at time management, which I have ADHD. I feel that, you know, or they're actually just scamming. Then on the 22nd, they set a work in progress. So let me remind you that Purim said it would be finished on the 12th. They're now 10 days after. And then they're asking for a refund. Purim said they can't give refunds for almost finished art, especially such a high value for me at a time when I'm struggling with food. And they're asking, is it almost done? I do think that asking for a refund when the artist already started drawing it is unfair, even if the artist was late. That's just in this scenario specifically. My personal take is, look, even if it's late, the artist already started working on it. If you were unhappy because Purim missed the deadline of February 12th, you should have just asked for a refund on the 12th, not on like the 26th. I do think in this scenario, both people are in the wrong. Purim shouldn't have said a deadline they couldn't make if they knew they couldn't make it. They said there was medical issues and then crisis. If you know you're somebody that has a tendency to have ADHD crises or stuff like that, just give a deadline further out. A 4-day turnaround deadline is really short. They should have just offered a longer deadline and I think it would have been fine. I think the commissioner asking for a refund after there's already been work done on the piece is a little bit too late. So I think they submitted a case to PayPal now for the refunds. So here's Purim offering Has-Been Hotel Your Character Here's on February 14th. So they were supposed to finish the commission on the 12th, and instead of finishing the commission, they had time to make a Has-Been Hotel Your Character Here instead. And then this is them talking about the disputes. So here's another post. Anonymous person has requested me to do their awareness post. Information, a custom design for $15 that was discussed on the 9th of January, purchased on the 10th of January 2024, forced refund after 5 months of waiting. Work in progresses have been mentioned throughout the weeks and months, but no work in progresses were actually supplied. OP had brought up about Poo-Poo doing more adopts and taking out more comms. OP also asked about Poo-Poo's comms queue and getting no information. OP would also get little to no response from Poo-Poo since the 29th of March. OP has waited for 5 months and had chosen to force a refund only to then get a quick reply from Poo-Poo. And basically here's kind of like a statement stating this is not a hate group, just an awareness group as it needs to be said. And I'm just saying, look, if you are an artist that is known to scam people where you would sell commissions or adopts or whatever and not deliver, then you can't be upset that people are making a call out, a Facebook group on you so that other people don't get scammed by you. There would be no group like this if you didn't do behavior, and if you actually delivered the comms on time, then there would be no such Facebook group. This Facebook group spawned because of the artist's scamming behavior. It is not a bully thing. It is to make sure other people don't get scammed. So here Anon says, are there any comms or could I buy a custom design? I don't want to spend a big amount because my currency is worth nearly half American dollars, but I want to help. So is this like emergency comms? Poo-Poo says, I only have customs available right now. I really greatly appreciate the support and care. Anon says, what can we do on a low budget? I'd love to get maybe a cute deer girl. Poo-Poo says, I can do $15 in a base. So here on January 10th, Anon sent it with a note of my name for you. I sent 16 to try to cover any PayPal costs. So I believe it was 15 USD. They added on $1 to make it 16 to cover the costs. And then here are messages asking how it's going. Poo-Poo responded 6 days later. They're asking for an update on January 22nd. That's 12 days after they paid. Poo-Poo says, Hun, I have a queue and I work on it every day. I only do adopts when I finish all my comms for the day. Even though I'm still recovering, I work from 8 in the morning until 11 at night to be able to deal with everything. Like I was hospitalized and I'm dealing with things that got delayed while I was in the hospital. Try to advance your art and I'll send you work in progresses today when I get back from the exam. This is weird. And then Poo-Poo on their page posted, artists aren't always ignoring you or their queue when they do adopts. Sometimes they're just fans of eating. What is this like guilt tripping post? I mean, I could kind of understand the sentiment, but again, this artist has a history of this behavior. And then the artist asked for updates. Purin said, hello, yes, I'm finishing things that were delayed, but I hope to have some work in progresses this weekend. Now we're in March. So remember, they paid January 10th. This is now March 3rd. This is almost 2 months later. And remember, Purin keeps saying they're going to DM the work in progresses. And they never do. On March 4th, Purin says, hi, I just got home from my exams today. I'm still awake. I'll probably get it to you this weekend and send you the work in progresses. Now on March 19th, 2 weeks after that, so now we're a little bit over 2 months of first purchasing the artwork, Purim then sends them a Discord channel to keep people updated about their art. And then March 29th, Anon says, hey, remember, they bought the com January 2.5 months ago. Purim said, I haven't seen your DM because I've been fighting for my life for the last whole month, but just to let you know that I've already removed your name from the queue and the refund will be sent when the PayPal balance is covered due to PayPal protection. That's nuts. Whether they're like actually going to the hospital that frequently and fighting for their life or not, I truly hope it's not the case. I really hope that their health is good. If their health isn't good, I'm really sorry about that. Maybe this is bad of me to say, right? But if you know you're somebody whose health isn't good, you know that you don't have that many spoons in the day, you know, like you don't have, like due to your illnesses, you don't have as much energy to progress through the day. Maybe don't take that many commissions because you know you don't have the ability to complete all of them. There is an entire Google Doc exposing this person. This doc is huge. And yeah, by the way, scamming or not, it's never okay to harass somebody. Don't send death threats to Purim. Even if they're scamming people don't send death threats. Death threats are not okay. They do make their own bases, yes, as far as I know. That may not be true later, but. So an anonymous person asks, I think I am asking about the same person, but I used to see them post things like they're in the hospital and their parents hurt them and demand stuff of them like payments and money. Are the parents actually cruel or is this a big ploy for attention? I could be thinking of the wrong person, but I'm almost positive it's poo-poo. As far as I know, it's very much clear it's all lies. In personal accounts, they've been known to splurge constantly and toss money into luxury products such as acrylic nails, expensive chairs, etc. If they're always having to pay bills and maintain their house, it wouldn't be like that. They would not have a penny for everything they're constantly spending on. There is like a discourse where people say, oh, people always dog on poor people for buying coffee or boba or whatever because they judge you for how you spend your money. That people do feel that way, which nobody's entitled to tell you how to spend your money unless you owe a ton of people a ton of money. Then the people that are owed money have every right to criticize how you're spending your money because the money that you have is through scamming. I'm just saying, look, if you're somebody that struggles to pay the bills and I see you buying a boba for yourself that's $7, you do you. You deserve a little treat, you know? That $7 could have gone to paying off your credit card bills, but honestly, it would have barely put a dent in it anyways. So, but in this case, look, man, they have a roster of about 200 people that they owe money to or haven't delivered commissions to. And if that's the case, you should not be buying acrylic nails. You should not be, splurging on gaming chairs, whatever. Paying back the people that paid you for commissions you never did. So we have another person sharing their experiences with Poo Poo. They commissioned them on January 15th and they never got the art in the one-day tat. Doesn't have the Trello updated. They're supposed to receive a refund on May. So Poo Poo posted this your character here, cute but psycho your character here. I'll turn it into a your character here, super limited, price $20. So they're going to turn the piece around in the same day, essentially. And here are the conversations about that where OP sent their character, which is super cute. That's the thing. Their art is so cute. It's always the worst. Okay, it's one thing if you scam, if you're like not even an artist, you're just trying to skate by and scam. But it's even worse when somebody's genuinely talented and they're out here scamming. Like you have the talent to not be a scammer, but you just chose to be a scammer. Can you send it to insert name? It's my friend's PayPal. She made a transfer to me yesterday for the same amount and I said I will return it later. Of course, $20. So they're making people send money to other people. This is a humongous red flag, by the way. If an artist makes you pay a different PayPal, don't do that. Because then you can't do a chargeback protection on it because you can't do goods and services for the other person because it's not actually true. You commissioned person B, but if you paid person A, I don't think the chargeback works like that. The commission was paid for on January 17th. They said it would be a same day turnaround. So Poo Poo said it'll be ready until tomorrow. January 27th, 10 days later, they asked if there's any way to change it. And then Poo Poo said they've already started and they said they can't change it. March 8th, they said, who is it? And then they're asking for updates because it's been way past that. I think this was like in mid-April. And then they said, hi, Bean, I'm reorganizing my list since I was hospitalized practically the whole month and had to reorganize my plans. Thank you for understanding. And then they said, if my art isn't done around the 6-month mark, I'm going to get a refund. I understand you were in the hospital, but honestly, this is making me super anxious. It will be ready for me before, yes, sorry, I almost died this month and things have become difficult since then. I think that's the worst type of guilt tripping ever. Guilt tripping your life, essentially, stating, I almost died. Look, here's the thing. Even if you almost died in April, you said you would do the commission in January. This is going to sound so cruel. You said you would do it in January. You said it would be done January 18th. If you almost died in April, doesn't change the fact that you still didn't do the commission for months before you're almost deaf. I know that sounds really cruel. We will see their scamming behavior and their tendency to have so many excuses. I don't believe that what they're saying is true. And I don't truly believe that they are constantly hospitalized. Maybe they are, and maybe I'm just a piece of shit person for saying this. It's happening so often. They're almost dying like every single month. Don't take my laughter as like I'm making fun of it. I'm just absolutely shocked at like the amount of excuses this person has. Because again, I'm just saying, if you are somebody who's chronically ill, who is always in and out of the hospital, and you know that you have a chronic illness that makes you go to the hospital frequently, I would say the fault is on you if you take so many commissions and then make the turnaround date in such a short window. You promised you would do it the same day, you know? Like if you know you're constantly like gonna be busy, you're constantly gonna be in the hospital, you know you have a job that has really inconsistent hours, just tell people, hey, I'll finish it within a month. You make the work for yourself easier because then you work on a timeline that works well for yourself. And I'm just saying, like, using your health and medical history to guilt trip people is so bad. It's so cruel to other people because you're like trauma dumping on this other poor person that literally just wants the art that they paid for 3 months ago that you didn't do. Like, I would try to give the benefit of the doubt. If it was just a one-time thing and they just happen to get sick and be in the hospital, like, I'm so sorry. I really hope you feel better. Every single screenshot we've looked at, they have always used the I've been to the hospital and I've almost died excuse on like literally every single person. Where I'm literally like, how did you go through this many near-death experiences? And if you know you're really, really sick, I'm really sorry that's the case, but then why do you take so many commissions if you know you can't do them? I'm about to go to Japan. I'm not going to take 10 commissions before I leave to Japan because I know I can't do them. I'm not going to be here. I'm going to be busy prepping for Japan and packing. So I just think that's irresponsible. And again, the only reason I am this harsh is because money is involved, because other people are paying them so much money for stuff that they're not delivering on. I would never be this harsh if money wasn't involved. Here we have more guilt tripping. Poo says, they just sent a message to my mother, brother, and stepfather. It's impossible to ignore these things when your family's at risk. The other user says, babes, please DM. Poo says, I can't do that right now. I think I'm literally in the middle of an OD and I can't handle DMs. Another post, it's just amazing that every time any post about me comes up, it happens again. I literally don't know how it gets so extreme from one moment to the next. 1 minute things are calm and I'm working and the next a post appears and then others are urgent, it wasn't opened. I asked my mother for help and she's here helping me call the police and make a police report. We called my family to inform them and we also took screenshots of all the profiles that threatened us. My mother's on the phone now. What are you gonna call the cops for? 911. It's the police. What is it? So like a lot of people pay me money for artwork and I didn't give them the art. How long has it been? Yeah, so like the longest person that commissioned me was 3 years ago. I still haven't refunded their money or given them the artwork. How do you think this call with the cops are gonna go? You're literally stitching out yourself. What are the feds gonna do? We're gonna go and arrest every single person that is demanding their money back for art that you didn't give them over the course of 3 years. Truly, how do you think this call will go? That's just weird to me, bro. This is an example of somebody who can't reap the consequences of your own actions. Like, if you're gonna go scam people, don't go crying on the internet that people are mad you're a scammer. Nobody is telling people, hey, go to their DMs and harass them. This is literally just a collection of people that are rightfully upset that they got scammed out of their money. Nobody's harassing them. And if you want to harass them, please don't. Harassing people is never okay, even if they're a scammer. Out here, they're scamming people on the internet for art. That's not worth going into their DMs. Don't try to threaten their life. That is never cool. So here's the full set of screenshots. Anon says, hi, I'm sharing because the same thing happened to me and it's been 5 months. And in the end, I only received a sketch that I paid for in advance. When I ask for a refund, it takes everything in time to get reimbursed. I really try to be patient and friendly. But when I see that I was not there alone in the same situation, I tell myself that it is completely logical to react in this way. And I have proof if I ever concerned our message. So on December 9th, they say, hi, just to say that I have ideas for customization. I may need the money. And they say, hello, I have the money. I am okay for adoptable. So they show that they paid 15 euros and that they sent. Then they're asking, when do you think it'll be finished? Poo never responded. And then they said, I'll work okay about 1 week, like I said. And Anon says, I know, but I want to have news when you have done the sketch. Then on the 15th, Anon says, hi, didn't want to know why Calypso C said that about you, probably accusing Purim about being a scammer. Purim says she attacked people, made drama, and invented lies, and now she deactivated the account. Anon says, I'm not looking for problems or putting it into this problem. I just want to understand. Thank you. So Purim sent a bunch of screenshots. Interesting how communicative Purim is about somebody accusing them of being a scammer, but very, very not communicative when the commissioner asks for work in progresses. And then Purim says she started sharing animal stuff with my profile photo so she could pretend it was me, but she deactivated the account now. She has 100 plus bewares for making things up, and she said horrible things about my friends and told me to, sell myself. I said that they were addicted to stuff. Poo says she stole my photo so she could share things and people would think it was me, literally telling me to off myself. So Anana say, oh, I'm so sorry this happened to you. And then Purim says they fired a police report. Anon says courage, a lot of cute little emotes. And then Anon on the 20th is asking for updates. And then Purim said, hello, messenger didn't notify me about your messages, but I'm working. I'm in the hospital, which is why I'm not able to work that much. Anon is basically asking when they're going to start the sketch. Purim says, in fact, the whole end of the year has been crazy and extremely busy because of several things. Also because of my health. I'm working on some things that got delayed due to the hospital, hospitalization, and other things. Purim always says, I'm working on some things that got delayed due to the hospitalization. But they say this like every single month. So Anon says, I understand, but Warren, you don't answer me and the date you told me has passed. I was starting to worry. Purim says, I didn't respond because I didn't receive notifications. Messenger hasn't notified me about many things and I didn't see the messages because of that. It wasn't on purpose. And Anon is asking for the sketch. So Purim says, I ended up in the hospital precisely because of burnout. My heart stopped. So I'm trying to figure out what was delayed when I was there. Anon is asking if their heart feels better on the 23rd. And Purim says, no, they're taking a medication and they feel a lot of pain. Purim says, hi, sorry, didn't see it. Messenger was being weird for notifications. Look, I'm also saying, if you're an artist who does commissions involve communication. If you know your messenger is buggy and doesn't send you notifications, shouldn't you just check your messenger more often? They're checking their messenger like once every 5 days, essentially. But if you have so many people with outstanding commissions and you know your messenger is buggy, then check it more often. It's irresponsible of you not to. Or direct them somewhere else. Maybe tell them to DM you on Instagram instead because you get those notifications. I don't know. So on January 3rd, Anon is asking for updates. Purim says, I'm going to answer my DMs about comms calmly. I'm working now and generally I can't answer them properly on the computer. Something office hours. I reserve office hours so I can answer them because I need to check my planning and agenda to give more exact days of when I'm working. Anon says, he told me that you would send me the sketch this weekend and in the end, I still have nothing. It's been a while since I sent you the money and you told me that you send a sketch, etc. But I still have no news. I sent the money on December 10th and today is January 3rd. Purim says, yes, I was busy and also because of end of the year, I posted about being busy and like most artists would be since I rarely see my family at the end of the year, it was holidays and generally December is a busy month. Besides the fact that I was hospitalized, I practically went back to working in my normal routine yesterday, so now I'm catching up on my backlog. So they said that they have a heart attack. Anon says, I have the impression that you're trying to make me look like the bad guy when I just want some progress since it's been a while since I sent you the money. So on the 4th, Purim says they're going to take a nap and they're going to send the sketch in the early morning. So on January 5th, they sent the sketch. So Anon is asking for some art changes. On the 13th, Anon is asking for calm progression. And Purim says, I just got out of the hospital trying to catch up with all my projects now. I was hospitalized for over a week and I'm still not at my normal pace. I feel a lot of pain, so I can't spend long periods of time working. It's taken me a while to readjust. And they're still working. And February 24th, Anon is like, hello. Purim's like, I'll continue the comms on Monday. I'm using the weekend for some rest. And then in March, they ask hi, and Purim just links a Discord for updates. What? So Anon is like, hi, I'm sorry to bother you, but it's been 5 months since I've been waiting for the final adoption and I still don't see my name on your list. It bothers me to ask, but I'd like a refund because I'm starting to lose hope about receiving my order. Purim said, I can't give a refunds now because my situation is very critical and also because I've already started art. I'll only be able to provide refunds again in a while since now my account is negative $400 and I don't have much to get until I can cover the balance completely negative. And I've already started the custom one too, so it ends up being like lost cost. You being out $400, Purim, is not Anon's fault. I guess that is a valid explanation as to why they can't pay him back, but like, that's not Anon's fault that you don't have the money. I'm sorry you're negative 400, but that's on you, bro. I don't know what you spent the money on, but this is weird. Purim says, yes, but it's all on my personal list. I explained on my FAQ why some names are not on the Trello. If you guys don't know art comms, Trello is basically a page where artists can list the progress of the pieces. So people who paid for commissions can go and see like how far along their commission is without having to constantly like bug the artist about updates. But then if the artist doesn't update their Trello in a reasonable time frame, then of course they're going to DM the artist being like, hey, what's up with my art? Because you haven't updated the Trello. But it's weird for an artist to not include comms on a Trello if they do normally use one. So Anon is not on the Trello, which Purim uses to normally track their commission progress. They're not on there at all, which would indicate they got deleted or they were being overlooked. Now we're in April 1st, and Purim is stating why they didn't respond. They're giving so many excuses, like, I have a working schedule, I don't respond on weekends, yesterday was Easter, this, that, and the third. And Anon is so real. Anon just says, I think you don't understand. I tried to be patient, but it's been over 5 months since I sent you the money. At first, he only told me it was a few weeks, but I didn't get anything besides a sketch. I just want a refund. And now they say I can't give refunds, now my account is practically minus 400. It's been a month, and you've been taking commissions from March into April. How is your account still negative 400? Shouldn't that number have changed? The amount of guilt tripping though. So Anon is asking for a refund. Purim is saying why they can't. My account is practically minus 400 and I don't do refunds for artworks that have been started. I can't do it now. I simply don't have anywhere to get it from. I have a queue of refunds to give at the moment and my account doesn't have any money because it's negative. Or just do the fucking art. I don't even have food. So I just don't have $15 to give. I have absolutely nothing in my account. I can't send transfers. Anyways, I would have had to wait to be able to send transfers to be able to reimburse. It's twofold. Either you just do the art on time and then the money is yours, or refund them. So here Purim is basically giving excuses as to why they won't want to give a refund. Anon is stating how it's not fair, very valid. Anon is stating that they're unhappy. Purim is stating, also, I didn't know that my account would be minus $425 from one day to the next. I'm trying to manage all of these at the same time. If you didn't know there was going to be a substantial withdrawal from your account, you need to go and check your finances, check your recurring payments. How do you not know your account is going to lose $425? I feel like that's a substantial amount of money that you should know when leaves your account. I'm just saying. Like when I have to pay $1,600 for rent, I know it's the first of every single month. Like I know it comes out of my account. How do you not know you have this charge that will hit your account? That just baffles me. Here is more excuses from Purim. Oh my god, April 25th. I just warned you. I'll send you DMs when I can. I've been hospitalized all month and I'm literally starving because I didn't have anything to eat after the hospital. I have a queue of refunds to give and I'm sending them in order of arrival, so I'm providing the refunds in the order of arrival. So I'm providing the refunds in the order they were requested for me. When your turn comes, I'll send the DM as I said I would. I know, but I haven't eaten for 2 days precisely because of lack of money. I don't have anywhere to go get it because I was hospitalized almost the whole month with something that almost killed me. I'm doing the best I can organize. Are they being honest or like I'm so confused. They almost died in December. They also almost died in April. I think they also almost died in January, according to DMs with somebody else. How are you almost dying this much, but you still have time to take commissions? Like, if you're that wiped out in the hospital, I don't think you would have time to be making has-been hotel, your character here adopts that you're selling. Okay, that was the end of this one. There were 34 screenshots in this. So here's another Anon, April 30th, different person. Hi, I know you told me that you would send me a message for my refund, but I have an impression that it will not come. So they're basically asking to get a refund. Purim provided a form for a refund. I can only reimburse those who fill out the form properly, so please, it's important to fill it out. On a complete side note, as an artist, okay, it is not the commissioner's responsibility to jump through 20,000 loopholes to get their refund. It is your responsibility to refund people for commissions you didn't do. Anon says, repay correctly. Why didn't you send it to me before while I was waiting for a refund? Frankly, I just have the impression that you're making fun of me. Purim says, I just created it. Don't even make a post. Trying to tell them to not make an exposed post about them. Anon says, sorry, I no longer follow you. You're no longer one of my friends. Oh, so this was somebody that was friends with them. You're taking advantage of my kindness while I tried to get less news from you for my commission because I saw that you had problems. Also that you did the same thing with others. I waited 5 months just to have a sketch. Others waited more than a year. You have difficulty reimbursing people and making their clerks, and yet you continue to offer your character here. It's just weird. Anon is basically stating that Purim is not professional, and Purim says, yes, I'm finishing my artwork within 30 days. Can I get one example of somebody you've actually completed a comp for? Anon is so funny. I love this Anon. I'm sorry they got scammed though. They said, congratulations, but frankly, tell that to the customer who has to wait much longer than me. Purim says, the form is because there are more than 15 people that I'm reimbursing. How are there so many people you're reimbursing? So Purim is arguing about how that form is valuable and how a judicial team told them to make the form. That's weird. I don't think a judicial team cares that much, but Anon is so angry. Why do you need a fetus form when you just have to reimburse people? Judicial of what? It's you who's wrong. Do what you want. Proof from the cow that I'm lying to you. I waited 5 months for a sketch. I had to ask you so that you would actually work on it. I gave you a date of Friday, which is really nice of me to give you until Friday to reimburse me. I'll give you my PayPal. I won't fill out any forms for you. You had to think about it before to do stupid things. We are in real life, not the world of Care Bears, and what you are doing is illegal and defrauding, stealing money from others in exchange for a commission to ultimately never have it. And Purim keeps saying, I'm trying to do all the right things. I received a lot of legal threats at home because of what I did. I need to follow a protocol. The form is a document which proves to the court that I have a legal obligation to reimburse you. I like how Purim always keeps trying to jump through so many hoops. Apparently, people have filed a police report against them. Somebody's being really weird though. Post it, please. This is because of art, bro. I can't take it anymore. I'm literally going to myself because I don't know how to deal with this. I'm too young to know how to deal with this, and I don't think anybody should. Somebody doxed them and took a photo of their home, which I'm so sorry that happened. That is extremely scary, and nobody should have to go through doxing and having the leak of their private information. This escalated so much. Here's a post from Anon stating, a reminder for everybody that's trying to get a refund from Nyako/Poo Purim. Please don't fill out her form. They're just trying to get more time and creating new excuses. This person has been scamming for years now. Please don't give them what they want. Wait, this is crazy. By filling out this is one of the forms. By filling this out, you understand that I cannot provide all the refunds in a single day, mainly because I need funds to do them and I'm not taking new comps. So I'll I'll use any extra money for the refunds as soon as they come to me. So please understand that I have more than one person to reimburse and that I need a budget for that. I will be following the forms little by little until everybody is reimbursed. Do you understand that I cannot give extremely precise timelines as to when will I receive my refund, because I need to give refunds to everybody who filled out fairly, and I also need to have enough budget. Practically all the money that is coming to me is being used for this, so please agree to this term before proceeding. I agree to wait for my refund and understand that I will be refunded fairly on a first come first serve basis, and by checking this option I agree to all the above terms. I hate it when people do check this box to agree to 50 bajillion terms. From a psychological perspective, bad. But also this looks to me like a way for Purim to kind of like cover their tracks, where if you check this, then they have a document of you agreeing that they would pay you in a quote reasonable time frame, except legally a reasonable time frame is not defined. So therefore we don't know what constitutes a reasonable time frame. So Purim could then make the argument, oh, but you checked an agreement here stating that I will refund you first come first serve, and then just never refund you. This is like really, really poor legal language. So yeah, don't check that. You'll lose your rights. Wait, so this is really weird. So Anon is stating, what is up with are the ones in charge of the quote refunds? Where's all that money going? So wait, can you first come first serve refunds? This gets like more and more audacious every single time I read stuff. We're only in April, by the way, because this Facebook group goes into July. So we have another month and a half of shit to dig through. So apparently there's 2 GoFundMes for Purim. So there's a GoFundMe created by Seth where Nay MC said they're the beneficiary of it. So the funds will be deposited into a bank account for them that will then be transferred to Purim. And then a coffee was created where funds will be sent to Riley's PayPal and they will be transferred to Purim. So why are there 2 GoFundMes for a scammer? Maybe I'm missing something. The admin says a non-participant, if people are making multiple GoFundMes for just one person instead of just refunding people who have been screwed over and are actually struggling, takes the whole purpose of why GoFundMes exist. Says, hold on, I don't do refunds. I opened a campaign to help Purim get out of her family situation, which never got anything out of it, and I never handled money for her. I'm owed art myself, and I would appreciate it if my name was taken off this post, please. I'm not mad or upset, but like, read posts before you drag somebody through the dirt. I'm having a tough time right now as it is. I think it's just because there's so much controversy around this person. Okay, so apparently other people have been using their PayPal for Purim. So this is a conversation with Purim where user Anon is stating, heading to Kroger. Purim is asking, when you're able, can you send to blocked out username or information, please? Sending now because I can fall asleep. Anon says, can I do Cash App? Purim says, sure, gives the Cash App. So Anon sent the money. So Anon is receiving money for Purim. Again, I'm just saying, guys, if an artist that you're commissioning tells you, or anybody tells you, hey, pay this PayPal instead of my PayPal, super sus, please don't do that. Anon said she's still taking comms on Discord where she goes by Addicted Bloody and still claiming today. I recognize her by the reddish deer. It's their Sona Astaroth. Or Astaroth. She's actually trying to revamp her network as per her saying. Also saw her saying the same on their Facebook a few days ago, but I unfriended her since. I guess it means rebranding and avoiding people to recognize her. The first 2 pics are from Spooky server Spooky Goalie. The last 2 pics are from the Instagram related to her Discord profile. This is on April 28th. I thought Purim said they almost died in April and were hospitalized for the entire month, but somehow they have time to sell sketches. So this is Bloody on April 28th, 2024. Selling 1 slot of these sketches for $7 will be done today. DM to claim. This is a photo of their accounts in the server. Here is their Instagram page. And this is their Sona. Show another thing of their page. So this is really interesting. So Purim accepts Cash App, which is an app that's only available in the US and UK. Then we have this user, Pepper, stating, it was my Cash App. I always send screens of both Cash App payments and PayPal payments to Purim. It hasn't been used in a few months though. I usually help people out with simple transfers. And they showed screenshot proof. So here's proof of payments, more proof of payment. I think it's weird other people are accepting money for them. Wait, the doxing was fake? Archive of her doxing before it was deleted. For context, why it's fake, read comments. So we showed this one earlier as well. Purim stating, please, this is because of art, bro. I can't take it anymore. I'm literally going to end myself because I don't know how to deal with this. A text of their address, a photo of their house, the text stating, we are behind you and your family. Purim said, it's just amazing that every time a post about me comes up, it happens again. We're probably referring to the doxing. I literally don't know how it gets so extreme from one moment to the next. 1 minute things are calm and I'm working, and the next a post appears, and then others are urgent, and then threats arise. Why threats? This doesn't even make the slightest sense. Why does it go to such an absurd level? I really don't understand this. This is crossing the line in a way that there is no words to describe. Just to communicate, I asked my mother for help, and she is here helping me call the police and making a police report. We called my family to inform them and also took screenshots of all the profiles that threatened us. My mother is on the phone now, and they have instructed us to not post or reveal identities so that this does not end up turning against us in some way, whatever way this law works. I have a life episode, and I will probably be taken to the emergency room due to the crisis I am in at the moment. I may be unable to respond from here. Purim says, avoid DMs because the notifications on my phone are giving me panic attacks and I turn them off tonight. I don't know what will happen from there, but I'll update if I can. I deprived my personal social networks today because of all of this and started receiving threats on my personal TikTok and IG. I'm going to be in my comfort profile, Addicted Bloody, until I can get better where there are only people close to me. But now I genuinely hope I can end by tomorrow. Assy, I thought they said they never get message notifications. Yeah, so I also thought they never get message notifications. That's what they said anyways. I don't know. Purim said, it's for those who think I only receive these threats when a big post happens. Haha, no. I get this almost week, honestly, for almost 2 years. Do you remember recently the person saying they were going to leak private things or whatever, things like that? But these things happen often on random dates. It just seems like weird stalking. And the screenshot is them calling them a B, a scammer, and a copycat. I hope you get out of the effing community and go F yourself somewhere. More screenshots of the text. I genuinely hope all of your friends leave. We don't give an F if you've already lost most of them. You will never have space in the community again. People will definitely make your life hell. You should end yourself. Absolutely nobody cares. We were all waiting for the day you get out of this shit and get a real life. I already found your personal social networks. I don't care if they happen to leak or somebody comes after you. These are all alleged messages sent to Purim. Purim says, I'm calling the police. There's not much I can do because this message didn't come from Brazil, but it requires some Brazilian who honestly might know who he is in the middle of it. But regarding some specific messages, they can't do much. Unfortunately, yes, I can't even post the names publicly because the police said it could hinder the process. My mother is helping me resolve this, and we have already informed her family to be careful. And Purim is stating they just sent a message to my mother, brother, and stepfather. It's impossible to ignore things like this when your family's at risk. So somebody says, as of an hour ago, they have now stated that somebody has sent them formal judicial lawsuit on $15 and said she cannot take it anymore. Purim said, they sued me and opened a police report against me because of $15. Literally, my life ended. I received a formal extrajudicial warning from a lawyer, and I can't believe it. This is off so many levels. So yeah, basically, Purim is making it sound like she got an actual letter from a lawyer, whereas the commenter states that Purim should have known it was against TOS to accept money using somebody else's PayPal account. It's against PayPal TOS. And allegedly, she has since deleted the post. And the author is basically giving some examples as to why it's faked. First of all, the obvious, it doesn't show names or profiles and always comes up with the same excuse that the profiles are fake and deleted. The same excuse she gave other times. The broken English. For information, the word go after and behind in Portuguese means atrás, which has the same meaning and is a very common mistake among Brazilians trying to speak English, as well as sale and promotion, which is another example of different words with the same meaning in Brazil. Now let's ask ourselves, why is a person who clearly doesn't know English pretending to be American with their address? Oh, so this is the translation. We are behind you and your family. This is this word, because this wording is really awkward. So they're basically stating, the author says that this is faked by Purim because in Portuguese, the word go after and behind mean the same thing. So they were trying to say, we are going after you and your family, except it translated awkwardly into we are behind you and your family. And it's a common mistake between Brazilians trying to speak English. So Purim was trying to fake the fact that this was a post made by an American when it allegedly could be Purim, or who is Brazilian, pretending to be American so that they could seem like a different identity. Because also address is spelled incorrectly. The author says, finally, as soon as people started to question several things, she deleted the post and intends to get rid of her current Facebook account and switch to the one called Addicted Blood. A person with a lot of confidence in what they say wouldn't normally do this to escape this drama conveniently on the same day as a new call out. Well, I'll let you draw your own conclusions. On May 7th, Purim, now using the alias Addicted Bloody because they yeeted the Purim accounts, I only need 280 by the 9th. I abandoned all my accounts in the last few days to focus exclusively on the queue, and I forgot that this involved food, medicine, and hospital things, etc. I actually didn't take any more money these days to focus on that. I'm going to have to sell all my OCs and such to be able to make the 280. I wish I could do it by tomorrow so I can get rid of it faster. Does anybody have ideas? I've done some adoptions. So here are some adopts they were doing, or that they were selling. Still not completing the comms though. Purim allegedly deactivated their accounts, stating, I will only be using my messenger on this account to take care of work matters. Goodbye and thank you. This was, I believe, end of April or early May. And in Bloody's Discord, they said, important notice, please. I was using my friend's PayPal account because she found a way to send me money directly to my bank, including on weekends or for emergencies. And normally PayPal in Brazil doesn't let you have access to the funds until the next day, and not counting weekends and holidays. And it was the only reason she proposed to help me. We didn't know it was against TOS. I want to let you know that we have already withdrawn her PayPal for anything, and I'm a new email with my personal account. Oh, and you can check if you sent any money to my account from now on. We have already resolved the situation. Thank you very much for understanding. Oh, Bloody says, by the way, for those who are also talking about my manicured nails, stating that I use money for that, I mentioned in all my nail posts that my mother is the one who does my nails, so I literally don't pay for them. I'll record it for you this weekend when to redo a nail that falls off. But I thought they had a bad relationship with their mom, but their mom does their nails. Yeah, I thought they said that their mom like hurts them. Their mom also does their nails. On May 7th, Bloody posted this to their Discord. Hello everybody, I apologize for disappearing. I won't give more details, but it was personal things that made me stay away. I've been working anyways, just away from the internet. Today I'm back to posting normally. I'll also post some adopts now because I haven't taken care of the bills, etc. for a long time, and I still need to worry about food in general, so I'll just be doing adopts while I make comms. I will continue to update here every day. Thank you for following. So in this one post, they made an excuse for why they're away from the internet and made another emotional plea for money and has adopts to sell, but still has so many commissions they haven't done for people. They have so many excuses. A person who tells the truth, the story never changes, only those that lie. Exactly. So Anon dropped a screenshot on May 9th stating, "Good morning, everyone. Shall we go with the updates? Well, this week marked 3 years since my father died and I was with my grandmother, his mother, in mourning. Other than that, over the weekend, I was inactive because I took a mental health break. I continued working anyways. Some people even received things already, but I didn't go online. But today I return. It's been a sensitive week, so I'm sorry to be away. Tomorrow I'm going on a date with my boyfriend. I don't know where he's going to take me and I'm excited, so I'll be inactive at night too. I'll be back at the weekend, probably Sunday. I need $200 today." What? As I've already explained, so I hope you can understand that I have to see the goal. But I'm doing my best to respond to DMs quickly, and I'm also working on the queue. I mean, a lot of people need $200. $200 could do a lot for people, but I mean, at least they're updating the Discord. Yeah, you're going on a date, but you really desperately need $200. I mean, I'm just saying, if you're that desperate, you wouldn't go on the date and just save money, right? I don't know what the date is. Maybe they're just going to the park and like feeding some ducks. There's two different narratives, okay? Look, if you are poor, but you still want to do little things to have fun, I'm not going to knock you for it. Go on your little date, whatever, go get your food, eat your dinner with your boyfriend. But if you owe a ton of people money because you scammed them, I can't be sympathetic anymore. Anon says, "Didn't she sell this OC? Does the new owner know she made another version of them? Also peep the new name too." So the OC being named Astaroth, the username Bloody. This was their OC. Remember, we saw that like a while ago, a bunch of posts ago, indicating these username changes as well. So I guess they sold their OC and then made a really, really similar looking OC. So these are updated in Purim's Discord. So this is on May 11th. So now we are getting into May. So May 11th updates in their Discord. Purim, who now changed their alias to Bloody, says, "I will respond to DMs as soon as possible. Yesterday was an important day for me. I was away all day. I have health and family commitments this weekend, so I'm away, but I'll promise I'll check messages very soon. Just not ignoring them, completely out of time." Then today, so I guess today being May 11th or 12th, thank you for being patient. I was away from technology. My plan is to finish commissions in a maximum of 2 months. Oh, so if this is in May the 11th, then allegedly their commission should be done by now because today is July 17th. And to move on, even though I'm inactive, I'm working hard and will do my best to make this as soon as possible. Tomorrow's Mother's Day and today's my cousin's birthday, so full of events, and I have an appointment tomorrow. That's why I have a full day. In fact, I have a project that when I finish the comps, everyone who commissioned me will get free art. Just apology for all the waiting. You can say all the nice stuff you want. Ain't nobody believing it till we get the free art. So Anon on May 12th posted in this Facebook group stating, "I finally decided to make my chargebacks today for both of the 2 pieces of artwork and an adoptable that she never sent me," and this was her response. So this was their message to Bloody. They showed how they paid Bloody $10. Again, let me remind you, Purim rebranded their name to Addicted Bloody. Starting now, I'm going to have to finish it tomorrow morning because my energy went out. This is on March 21st. Anon says, "Take your time." They're asking to snag and adopt, sending the same proof of payment. And then January 31st, they're asking a chance to send their character. Okay, so the screenshots are not in order. Sent a chargeback to PayPal, and then Purim responded, "This character was sent at the same time as purchase. Didn't you check your spam or something? Because I sent all the adopts." And then they said, I'm guessing this is May 12th because it says it has a time, so it meant it was today. "Hey Bean, I sent you the $10 refund, but about the adopt, I was sure I sent it. Are you sure it's not in spam?" Anon says, "No ma'am, I checked my inbox and spam several times and I had left you. I believe an email asking about it as well as a Facebook message, and also believe that I'd ask you to comment on Facebook, but at this point I'd rather just have my money back, please. I'm sorry that I had to be this way, but I feel like it's unprofessional with how you've been dealing with things." Bloody says, "I can resend the adopt now. It really could have been an email error because I actually sent it." Anon just wants to have a refund. So that was messy. Here's another Anon stating they paid for a comm for $8, didn't get it. This is on May 12th. Bloody is making expose about somebody called Lily. Lily and another user who I don't even know and don't even care about are giving away my bases for free. If you see this link, please be respectful and don't use the pay to use bases unless you've paid for them. I'm not going to touch the subject anymore and I don't want to anymore. I'm giving a single warning. Also, please don't send me DMs and notices about this. I genuinely don't want to see it anymore. I have already been informed, so I'm aware. I'm with my mom because today's a special day, so please be respectful. Lily says, "The only base I'm aware I'm sharing is this base, which I own IP rights to." So yeah, I guess maybe they purchased like commercial rights or like ownership of this base. The screenshot of the feral base, Purim's bases, I guess. And here a screenshot. So this is Lily's conversation with Purim. Update Century work in progress. Lily says, I want to confirm all rights and ownership of the base will belong to me, right? Besides the credit of making it. Purim says, exactly. I will not sell the base in any way. And anything you want to do with the base, you have 100% authority to do. Lily says, okay, I want to make sure in case I didn't specify before because my memory's trash. And Purim says, you can do the rules and stuff, everything. I only want credits. So yeah, I mean, Lily has ownership of it. If they want to post it online, they can. Now we have this screenshot. This was posted by a non in this Facebook group on May 13th. Hey, good morning. Important updates. I'm without internet again this week. Apparently they stole the internet wires from the street or something. How is that possible? It's the third time this week, but it doesn't usually take long to get back up. So I hope in a few hours or up 2 minutes. Today I'm going to the center to sort out more of my documentation. So I'll be gone for about 2 hours and I'll be back soon. I'll be posting a lot of my finished work today. So keep an eye out. What are these excuses? It literally feels like every single day they have new excuses. They're either on the brink of death or it's Mother's Day or they experienced a heart attack for being burnt out or the internet wires got stolen or they didn't have enough food. Question mark. That's crazy. My experience from 2021. Originally commissioned because they said they had a fast turnaround and could finish a couple of emergency presents before Christmas. They missed by miles, so I threatened to refund, so they offered to change it for a Valentine's pick. Again, they missed a deadline. As we came to the end of February, I finally opened a PayPal dispute. Once PayPal got involved, they finally started giving updates and finished at the start of March. If I'd done my research, I would have seen a few bewares at the time, but it seems like this is still an issue. So this is their communication. They asked for 2 pieces and Purim is asking for poses. So then Jay is asking for an update and Purim says, I already got started and I don't give refunds to initiated arts, but if you want, you can change her theme. This seems like, oh my God, this seems like Purim's MO. People purchase commissions from Purim. Purim will then do a little bit of work, like a sketch, and then say, oh, in my TOS, I don't refund if I've started working on it, but you didn't complete it. And it's like way later than the deadline. All you did was a sketch. In the beginning, I was like, yeah, it's not fair to ask for a refund if the artist started the sketch. You guys should have communicated better. But this is literally Purim's MO. They will use that as an excuse to then not give a refund, but then not complete the work either. And they do this every single time. Jay is asking for a Valentine's Day theme. And then, okay, the screenshots are out of order. So this is Purim stating they can finish before Christmas. And then February 28, 2022, Purim says, sorry for not sending. I'll send in a few minutes. First one, do you want to change something? And recently I made a Trello to keep everything more organized. I have serious problems related to mental health that are affecting, so I'm putting updates on there whenever possible. The last one is on the 27th. Now the artwork is be approved. They will be ready this week. So you can disregard the deadline update on Trello and consider that deadline I gave you in chat. I'm sorry for taking so long. My head wasn't so good, so now I'm organizing it better. Thank you for your compassion. You can check the Trello whenever you want. So they finished at the start of March after they were threatened with a chargeback. So this was Bloody's update in their Discord, allegedly on May 13th. Good evening. I just want to let you know some important changes that I'm adopting and also little things. 1, I'm not going to post, explain, or victimize or cry about anything new. I'm working and paying back whenever I can get any money, and it's absolutely the only thing I should do. I'm fulfilling my obligation, and this is my responsibility now. Then, when I finish everything, which is honestly much closer now, my responsibility will be to be a better professional and do things differently. Don't expect negativity from me or more post crying or trying to pick up pieces. This is not my obligation. My obligation is trying to fix the mess I made. 2, I deeply apologize to everybody. I've caused problems. I'm stupid and impulsive and made impulsive decisions when I'm nervous, and it doesn't justify anything. I'm not a horrible human being. I made mistakes and they're my fault, but I've never been a human being who intentionally hurts people or tries to harm them. Even if I did it intentionally, I still did it. I didn't mean to be a piece of shit. It wasn't my intention to. You still hurt people and treated them like crap. So I'm trying to abandon feelings. And tomorrow I'm going to send all the files that I haven't been able to get to in the last few days because I've been busy and involving family things that I won't give details about. So tomorrow we start another week in another way. I'm trying to make changes. It's your right to believe me, blah, 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 blah. It's always tomorrow. Every single time it's always tomorrow. I've never heard I have updates for you right now. It is always tomorrow I'll do this. Tomorrow I'll do this. So they're stated that everybody is right to be angry at them. They're going to focus on talk about related things here. Quick warning, don't send me anything negative. I don't want to see who is saying, doing, or anything related to me. They're just triggers and don't make me work faster. They leave me in depressive episodes. I'm diagnosed with manic depressive disorder and I have recurring episodes that leave me sluggish and disoriented. Now I'm leaving my phone on Do Not Disturb at night because I'm having insomnia and it helps me so I won't check messages at night. This is so long. What is this? Okay. So basically this person, from what I've skimmed this, they spent the entire thread stating that they're an artist themselves, and as an artist themselves, they've been in situations where they're backlogged on comms and late, but they offered refunds or they offered to complete the piece, told their clients that it would take them time. They say that that's how Purim should done it. After that, they started lowering the amount of commissions they would take and only did adopts because it was more fair. Then they're saying with Purim, she claims she has no money to buy food or pay bills or whatever, but makes a post that she needs $200 to go on a date with her boyfriend, which we saw earlier. That's not Brazilian currency 200. It is 200 USD, which would almost be a minimum wage there in Brazil. She targets like an American audience to get USD, which converts much stronger. And basically stating, why would you need to spend that much money on a date when you can save that money, pay bills, or refund people? So since the last Beware, it made a lot of people show up, and it was still insane the amount of people that complained and are waiting for stuff from her. And basically people, they're talking about ethics, stuff like that, and people are stating that Purim is only 18, but 18 is old enough to know what choices have consequences. Now here was a post by Purim on May 7th on their Addicted Bloody account stating, I'm ending my mother's marriage because of a financial problem that I couldn't handle. Long story, there are a lot of people involved, and I'm feeling absolutely horrible. I love my family in general, and it hurts. Yesterday, it's been 3 years since I lost my father, and now I'm losing somebody I consider to be one. So here's another person talking about their experience with Purim. On May 15th, I guess I'll add my story. Their art is so cute, which is why I went with them. I had gotten art done somewhere else, and I wanted the design added, so I paid $20 for a redesign, then additional $15 for a back view, but I don't believe the front ever got finished in any way. Communication was rocky, but she seemed to get things done. Once I hadn't heard from them in a while, I disputed the charge, but then undid it just for the project to die again. I honestly didn't even bother to redispute. I think they bank off people straight up forgetting about their commission. I didn't even realize she was doing this to literally everyone too. Here we have proof. Here is the photo of a character that OP is just asking to be yassified. Purim is stating they do designs. And then on March 5th, 2023, OP sent the money. Purim said they sent the money on the 6th. They said, I get home only today, which is why I don't reply faster. I'll send work in progress this week. Okay, over a week passes. And on March 15th, Purim says, hello, my computer had problems and I managed to recover it today. So they show an update. March 18th, OP says, she's gorgeous. Can you do a back view so a fursuit could be made, or do I need to send more money? OP says they charge $15 for a back view. And then they send a Discord link to keep up with updates. So this is OP posting an update about their persona, but they said they haven't received anything, like the completed piece. Another anon on May 15th said, so let me get this straight. She has a laptop, display tablet, iPad Pro, and a Stanley Cup. I doubt most of these are gifts, yet no refund or art for those waiting 1+ year. Laptop, Stanley Cup, display tablet. I don't even have a display tablet, bro. My take is you don't know what you're missing out on if you don't have it, if that makes sense, right? Like I've never used a display tablet, so I don't know what I'm missing out on. So therefore, and my tablet still works, so I don't need to buy a new one. If a company wants to send me a display tablet, I'll take it, but I don't need to open up my wallet for one because I have a $50 Huon tablet that still works. And again, I don't know what I'm missing out on because I don't have it. So therefore, I'm gonna keep staying ignorant. And once I get the display tablet, I know I'm not gonna want to go back to a regular drawing tablet. And I'm also then going to have to shell out $600 maybe every like 5 years when it breaks. So that I use is from like 2019. It hasn't broken on me yet. I literally had this tablet for like 4 or 5 years now, my Huon. Beautiful Huon 610 Pro. Look how scuffed the screen is. Like actually you can see like the grease in the center from where where you mainly make the brush strokes, and how scuffed all the other edges of the tablet are. Like you can see where you made me like draw. It's so funny. Homie hasn't failed on me yet. So yeah, I guess the work done. I don't need to change it. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? I don't know the difference because I've never used a screen tablet. So you keep saying you will stop talking about personal stuff, yet go into detail about your personal life for sympathy points. Quote, I'm fighting hard to make it easier to assist everyone and fix problems too, even if I don't remember to check my inbox, don't be upset, end quote. Gotta love how she keeps promising to work hard to fix her mess, then sprinkles in that don't be upset, end quote, right at the end for that gaslighting. That's one pattern that I've noticed with her. She will cry and throw a pity party, and at the end post, please don't yell at me, I'm doing my best, ooh, while actively scamming people out of money. So this is on May 22nd, 2024. Hey, good evening everybody. Let's go to the weekly updates as usual. Oh, so they changed their handle back to Purim. Try not to talk too much about my personal life, but I'm currently facing mental health problems, and with medication I've been left with a bad memory and horrible stress. Sorry if I forgot to send you something, files and messages. I'm trying to add notes on my phone to remind myself. Tomorrow I'll have a psychiatrist report everything. The collect effect should pass soon. Also, sorry to be off the internet in general. I'm generally not happy to be here, so I just log in, work, and forget. So I actually forget to post 90% of the commissions I delivered these days, but I'm working hard, and I think the list will actually end by next month. So today is July 17th. It should be over. By the time I get to the top of this Facebook group, you should have been done scamming, right? I reduced it more than half, I'm in the final stretch, then I'll post a super post of finished arts, haha. Can you just post updates? Like, when you finish comms, can you actually just post it? You keep saying tomorrow. This is why I can't post the updates. This is why I can't post the updates. You said you finished most of the comms. I have yet to see proof that you finished any comms. So little by little, I'm reaching off my daily goals to pay off my cards, and every time I pay an invoice, I manage to finish some repayments I'm trying to reconcile. I know it's taking some time, but I have practically no income. I can only pay with a credit card, but all the money I use for invoices is converted to this C. I have already achieved some. By the end of next month, I think I can achieve everything this week. So again, more talks about money and how they have no money. I'm sorry, is it rude for me to say? I don't care if you have no money because you've scammed so many people out of their own money, right? I don't care if scammers are broke. Woe is you, consequences of your own actions. Today, the goal is just $30. I'm going to reimburse somebody today, and tomorrow I'll go back to the card mega to pay the next bill, and the cycle continues. I'm trying very hard to get the data right, and I generally hope to do all of this by the end of June. Everything continues to go well. Thank you so much. My PayPal was deactivated due to chargebacks. I spent practically this Friday trying to resolve this with support. So we have a user goal asking, so when will I be getting my refund? Seeing as you just sold a few adopts, that should mean you have the money to refund me. Bloody on May 17th says, I'm covering the negative balance on my account to be able to withdraw the amount. That's exactly what I'm trying to do now. Since in the negative, I can't send it, and I'm having some chargebacks on the PayPal. Even my cat don't like the scammer. So here's proof showing they have negative $608. Hold up. I thought they said they had negative 400 like 2 months ago. Or maybe it's negative 400 USD, and then now it's whittled down to negative 608 Brazilian currency. What is the name of Brazilian currency? It's Brazilian real. Okay, it's real. So 2 days later, this was May 17th. So sorry, this is out of order, but this is before the screenshots we just read. So they were originally back in Bloody. Today I'm starting work early because I need to post some adopts for sale. I need to continue paying some refunds and I need food, etc. So I woke up an hour earlier to be able to do 3 adoptions just before my usual time. There'll be a lot of things ready here today. According to some calculations I've been doing, I'll be able to finish the queue by the end of June. At the end of the line, I'll make a post, of course, checking in case I genuinely haven't forgotten something along the way due to the mess these last few months have been. In June, I'll be offering a small free art to everybody who bought from me in a post system without DMs so it doesn't turn into a mess. Just a small gift to apologize to everybody who has been waiting. I don't care about apologies. Just do the freaking art, bro. So Purim on May 28th tweet posted in their Discord, I'm selling this bean for 15. Kin character inspired by my puppet. Please ignore this first reference. The things written I was 13 LMAO. I don't remember the credits for first base, but I'll look for them. The 2 other arts by me, design by me. So here is the design, the body color, the clothes, accessories, eye, hands, likes, dislikes, age. So on June 6th, Anon updated. Purim has then changed their alias to SinfulBloody, showing their new baby. This is their Discord, the new name. So Anon on June 6th posted, somebody entered the server to ask about refunds and got gaslit. All chats were deleted. So Carcino is asking about Claire's refunds. Queen of Hell says wrong place. Carcino says, but the server is public and there are no rules about it and I can't get in touch anywhere. Queen says it's a friend server and not about me at work. And CB, I'm just going to call him CB, says, why is it rude to ask about a refund? Queen says, all my social networks are public for private messages. CB says, you blocked me. Queen says, if I blocked you, it's because I had reasons. And apparently you're not blocked on Discord. CB says, that's what I came here. What reasons? Did you block them because they're like pending refunds? And then Moti says, OMG, you're so rude. Please leave Poo-Poo alone. Remember Poo-Poo being one of their aliases. CB says, what? But I only asked nicely. Queen says, I only deal with these matters in DMs. The server is for friends and art interaction. Thank you. And Moti says, this is the wrong place. Yeah, I mean, they're blocked. So then we have another mod posting. I know these 5 photos after the screens I took of Poo-Poo's latest post here on Facebook have been shared, but I'm sharing them again. This was shared on June 8th. So we can imagine the screenshots were taken maybe June 7th, early June. Poo-Poo said, I went through a really difficult period of grief in 2021, had severe depression, developed compulsions since my father died, and spent practically 2 years in bed. I don't know if you know how depression works, but there are moments when you go out, travel, enjoy, and you can't continue because the pain returns. I got psychiatric treatment at the end of 2023 after more events. Wait, I thought you were hospitalized for a cardiac arrest December 2023. Maybe you forgot? Before that, I had pretty much been trying to survive. Since my father died, I started to support his house, my brothers, and the reason for this are literally of no interest to anybody other than my family. I fought to survive while fighting with everything else. I made a horrible mistake of taking more than I could handle, especially at that time when I wasn't even able to do anything. I left it, told myself that I eventually would do it, and I didn't realize the proportion of art that would take from me. I was 16 years old when my father left me, and I went into the worst pain and depression of my entire life. I'm sorry, I made a mistake with you as an artist, and that is unacceptable. I put my head down, accepted threats, and accepted people telling me to end myself, making countless accusations that weren't even true because I was exhausted and I knew I was wrong. I got back on my feet at the end of 2020. I thought you were hospitalized for all of December. I promised myself and everyone that I would be able to finish all of that. I've had help and support from people around me, and I'm almost there. I finished an absurd amount of art, and I'm proud of it, but I'm not proud of having lowered my head to insults, threats, doxing people, making up lies, saying things I've never done, and assumptions about my personal life that I couldn't even prove. And I want you to F off. Will they find my personal social networks again and post? You can go. I just left them all public for you. Will you send a message to my family? Go, because they are the ones who are by my side when I write this. Wait, I thought you said your family hurts you. Will you post my address here free? Take advantage and send me a gift by mail. You're not going to ruin my head. You think you're hilarious, vigilant, but you're a bunch of spoiled children. Spoiled children? You offered comms to people that you never did. 3 years worth of it, to be exact. When it was about work and deadlines, I completely understood, but when you went beyond that limit, you lost your reason. You guys played with me a lot. I'm fixing my mistakes. I had to go to the police against your threats, and that went beyond the limit. I tried hard to put my head down and accept it because I was the wrong one, but I'm not a doormat for you to step on. This group up my butt because they can say you can't harass, but it's a lie disguised as a joke. I never disappeared. I never hid that I changed someone's nickname. I always left everything public. Do you think you're smart? You deleted the Purim account, by the way. They deactivated the Purim Facebook account, so this is an untrue statement. I'm taking care of I made a mistake, and no, I couldn't refund everybody because there are some people bothered by me posting adopts and telling me to get a job. So how about you find out what to do? I'm paying my refunds after paying more than $300 in PayPal chargebacks. I couldn't use it before that for obvious reasons. It was negative. I am, and I will correct all my actions, but you guys finding gossipy things to say that aren't even true makes me sick. Makes me sick of you saying that I'm copying somebody because my anatomy has improved. You're dumb. I finished more than 200 arts. Don't you think it would improve? I work 14 hours a day on art, and you have to be really stupid to think my anatomy wouldn't evolve. I use photos of myself and my brothers, great models by the way, all the time to train. Stop trying to assume things. You look pathetic. I still need to see this 200 completed arts. Maybe the moderators of this server didn't add it into this Facebook group, but I have yet to see photos of 200 art pieces completed. I've been very head down all the time, but I'm not going to accept things anymore and shut up. I'm going to expose you if you offend me because I don't care anymore. I'm not going to turn this profile into drama. I hate it, but I'm not going to shut my mouth to all your senseless insults and your shameless faces. I'll be nice to anybody who is nice, just like I always have been, and I'll continue to do my hard work and finish everything I should because that is my obligation and not to babysit people on the internet. In any case, I'm grateful for people who wasn't blind and wanted to see my progress as a person and artist, and every day I was grateful for the various beautiful words saying I'm doing well. I will not disappoint these people. So here's another massive thread from Purim in their Discord updates. This is allegedly around the date of June 8th. June 8th or a little bit before. So the first part of the sentiment is the same. From the amount of art I finished, can you be sure my style would evolve? Basically, I guess people are accusing them of copying. I still have yet to see the 200 art they completed, but I mean, maybe it's somewhere, right? And I just haven't found it yet. The Toy House Premium was bought by somebody else for me and it would cost $4.95. Are you serious? You're just idiots sometimes. I already refunded $120 just in the last few days of chargebacks too, and another $50 outside of chargebacks. Just waiting for me to be able to pay off my card to pay more. I'm sorry that I have bills. When you pay them for me, you'll have the right to complain about them. So normally I'm of that statement, right? Like, you can't complain about how I spend my money unless you're giving me money. But dude, this is such a shit attitude to have when you owe people so much money. You owe people so much money and so many comms. I mean, technically, didn't they pay their bills? They commissioned. That's true. Everybody who commissioned them did pay their bills at some point. They probably already spent the money, but I never hid it when I changed my username. I still kept my main account active, and now you have nothing to say. So this whole stuff is like the same sentiment in their Discord. I've never been mean to anybody. I made mistakes and I regret them. I would say like not giving somebody art after 3 years is scamming them, which is mean. I hope they can become a better person, but so here's examples of like style copying. Maybe she just traced a photo of herself. In this case, it's not wrong. Oh, these are screenshots of this Discord server. Is it? Wow. So another poster says, man, I wish I found this group sooner. I also should have trusted my gut too. Looking at the work in progress on her work, the quality is all over the place. I've been scammed before in the past by another artist, and this basically point for point, just like how the other ended. Thankfully, with the other artist, I got a refund, but it was like pulling teeth. I like to point out that she posted about needing $200 in her Discord, but has to ask a friend to lend her the money to pay me back. It took you 4 months to finish coloring. I'm effing colorblind, and I can still get my comms colored in a reasonable time frame. I also don't appreciate her gaslighting and guilt tripping when confronted. She knows she's doing wrong, but pulls the woe is me card. This whole thing makes me not want to commission another artist. Sorry if this is all over the place. When I'm upset and angry, I tend to ramble. Oh, so this is them in Discord. Goals stating, hey, I want to check in and ask for the progress of the comment got back in February. I tried messaging you on Facebook before you changed your name and never got a response. Bloody says, weird, I don't get your notifications on Messenger. Sorry for don't see it. Was having trouble with Messenger for so long. Again, I'm just saying, bro, if you know you have issues receiving messages in Messenger, you should either, one, check your Messenger manually multiple times a day, or two, contact them on a different platform. This has been their excuse for so many people now. Sorry, I didn't see a notification on Messenger. So this was also posted on May 12th, but OP asked for a refund. Bloody says it's almost ready. I usually don't give refunds for art that's almost ready. If I go home tomorrow because of Mother's Day here. Oh yeah, so this is exactly on May 12th. I can finish it tomorrow. Goals saying, it's been 4 months of me wonder if I could even get the finished comm. I'd rather have the refund. This is literally Bloody's modus operandus. They'll take a comm, be late wait and never deliver anything. And when the person asks for updates, they'll say, oh, I was working on it, so according to my TOS, I can't give you a refund. Bloody says, look, I would have to wait until next month to have the money to reimburse, and it would have to be half because, well, literally all I need to do is color the clothes to finish. So as the art is already done, I can finish it tomorrow. Couldn't you just wait until tomorrow so I could finish it? So much for not being mean. So I took a while to respond. I'm cooking and I can't concentrate on both things. Goal says, listen, I don't want to do this whole tug of war with you over this comp. I just want my money back, seeing as you take too many comms at once. I don't seem to follow through with finishing them until somebody says something. Not once did you try to get in touch with me about this comm, and to me, that's very unprofessional. So you're telling me it took you 4 months for you to finish coloring it? Bloody says, you're totally right. I was very unprofessional. I'm trying to fix this. It was a mistake. I really won't have any money until next month, since this month I won't receive anything on my account. I'm only proposing to finish it tomorrow because I don't want you to wait for a refund, and it's practically ready. I can finish it when I wake up. Can't we do it this like last time? I'll make you a free icon sketch, like an apology for what happens. Yes, I have several comms that are not long and I can't manage to finish them. It's part of an organizational error on my part. I'm trying to fix it. So Goal is saying that you shouldn't take comms, or at least a small batch, if you can't stay on track. They don't want a free sketch, they want their money. Bloody says they can return the money next month because their account is negative. Bloody says they are sorry if they seem anxious. They're trying to see if somebody can lend them the amount so they can return it sooner. That's nuts. So this post was made June 11th. Would you look at that, guys? Now, was it that hard to refund people? I finally got my refund back, but goddamn, I'd rather pull my teeth out with pliers than ever interact with this textbook example of emotional manipulator / narcissist. I'm still gonna be keeping an eye out for her nonsense and hopefully save others the headache of ever having to deal with her. So Purim updated in her Discord. I guess this is like June 10th. Issuing some refunds today. By Friday, I want to refund a large part of my refunds list. Hopefully I can pay off my card soon so I can continue doing them. So refund examples with censored names. I'm taking care of personal and vet bills, but I'm taking a little from all the money received for this so we can reimburse it. Oh, right. So Purim had made a post in June stating that their pet needed to be euthanized, so they needed money for it. So I think here when they say, but I'm taking a little from all the money received for this so I can reimburse it, I'm guessing all the money they received for euthanizing their pet, they're going to skim some off the top to refund people. This week I have some bigger ones to do and I'm going to run out of funds a little, but everything that is purchased with me, most of it I'm trying to refund as soon as possible. I thought it would be an important update. I'll still need around, in addition to today's adopts, I still need around $100 since I have a refund that's half of that. So they managed to change their PayPal email on their account after 1,000 attempts, so this is their new PayPal. It was all about a rat. I thought it was like a cat or something. For those who ask, I'm better. I'm still suffering a lot, especially about the departure of my rat, seeing her leave due to euthanasia, but we knew it was Mekor. We need to take our other baby for a consultation because she seems to be having a similar tumor. I want to try to save her since the other one was inoperable. The money from the sales of the bases today will be used for refunds. For everybody who buys the bases off my coffee, I have promotions there today because some will leave my shop permanently, so take a look. We have more updates from Purim. This is on June 13th. In their Discord, I promise you just need to be patient with me this month. I'm doing my best at work so I can actually finish this month. Apart from what I already worked on last month to be able to advance a lot. Thank you for everybody who's been patient. I want to finish this week. I want to finish my pending your characters here and start the last sketches. I'm in an extremely tight money position due to medications and everything else, and I need a large amount of money these next few days. So please don't mind. I promise I'm combining getting money with work. I'm already looking for a job abroad too. I'm gonna make some posts here that I need you to react to so I can finish updating my list. So react here in case you have received art from me, but I still owe you some more. So 10 people have received art from Purim but still need more art. And then Purim says, react here in case I haven't given you anything yet and I owe you art. And 25 people have received nothing and still need art. So there's at least 35 outstanding comps. So this is a new Facebook page. They're on Addicted Bloody with the handle at SinfulBloody. So here is another post about June 14th, this massive thread. I'm not a shitty human being or whatever. I was just a stupid teenager who became an adult without control and that they're trying to be decent. What's this? Oh, so these are just examples of adopts and stuff that they've done. Other art examples. Wow. Here's another one. I sent it the full bodies on the iPad. I will send it when I finish charging the battery. OP says, can you send the other art? And they say, I sent it in yesterday, not in your spam. OP says, nope. And Purin says, it's 4 a.m. for me, but I'll try to get a resent. And OP says, no worries. Purin says, sent. And then OP is asking for the toy house, and they couldn't send it, allegedly, because they got blocked. Blocking people that commissioned you with no reason is so bad. Oh my god. So this is... So on June 18th, Poo promised everybody that they would stop taking on comms and focus on adopt so they could refund people with that money, as that's why they shut down their old Facebook. Well, look who's promoting their comms again. So this is Addicted Bloody on Facebook, having 420 chibi, your character here's, for $6. So they say they're gonna turn it over same day, no holds any species, any gender, and here are the designs. This is so in line with their modus operandus. Oh my god. They offer your character here's, it's always cheap. They say they will turn it around the same day. and you're never gonna see your money again. Always. So another Anon posted, she's posting more your character here's for sale in Possum server. These are posted within the last 30 minutes of me taking the screenshot, making this post originally at not even 10 p.m. my time. This was posted June 25th. So SinfulBloody, which is also Purim, which is also Addicted Bloody, which is also Nyako, says, I finished some slots of this your character here. I have a few more available. The price is $8. If you have any questions, send me a DM. But they said they weren't going to take comms. So here is another example of the Purim in Possum's Discord. I've been told she's been reported already and the server staff are looking into it again. This is June 25th. SinfulBloody says, I have some YCHs open on June 25th. Knife eyeliner, $6, spooky one, $8, $420, $6, bath time, $6. Turnaround time is 1 week, PM me to claim any. The moderator posted this, the admin posted, I'm sharing this post on behalf of Nay. I had told her so I can happily share for her. Please keep in mind Nay is also a victim to Purim, so please in time to read. Hope this shows people that even those who have tried to help Purim were also badly screwed over. So for context, Nate was somebody in the past that was called out because they have a close association to Purim, but this is kind of like an expose showing they were just a victim of Purim. Because people were stating, oh, because of your close association with Purim, this also means you're a little bit sus. We're in this together, and I know many may feel uncomfortable, but I hope this helps with the whole situation. I have told Nay to take a mental break and come back when she feels ready. So Nay says, hey, it's Nay MC. I've decided it's time for me to speak up. Purim used me point blank. She took advantage of my kindness. Am I blameless? Absolutely not. I believed her lies about her home life and conditions. I gave more than I could. I thought I was truly helping a friend when I let her use my PayPal, and in the end got burned. She made promise after promise to pay me back when I lent her money and never fulfilled those. Oh my god. I finally sat down and compiled exactly how much she owes me in terms of your character here's I've bought, money I've loaned, and the disputes from those who paid via my PayPal. In total, it came to a whopping 1,120 USD. I sent Purim an invoice for that amount with the email that was recently posted here, quote, SinfulBloody. I made it extremely clear that I did not want her to contact me and to just pay me back. Instead, she decides to DM me on Discord, saying something along the lines of that she saw my invoice and would start paying me back, but that she needed to speak to me about something important. I blocked her on Discord and she promptly deleted the message and then sent me the email. I apparently sent the invoice to the wrong email and needed to send it to the one she listed in the email. Easy to edit invoices, so I did just that and then blocked her email. Clearly happy to stomp on any boundaries people place because the world revolves around her and only her. Mind you, Purim is Brazilian. If they get a real job in Brazil, the currency conversion is going to make them take forever to pay Nay back. Or they have to make a ton of art, but they already owe people so much art. I'll explain each Discord screenshot as well to give a bit of context for those who don't want to read the whole screen. Oh, so here are the screenshot proof. So this is the DMs. This is DMs with Nay. So they said, I'm so effing done with Purim. What happened? Nay said, I finally had time to gather the screenshots of exactly how much she owes me. Okay, this is like hard to read. I'm gonna zoom it in. Finally, I had time to gather all the screenshots of exactly how much she owes me. I sent her that invoice we talked about earlier, and I specifically said, do not contact me. And what does she do? DM me on Discord because I forgot to remove her as a friend. I blocked her. Basically, she said she got the invoice and promised to pay it back when she can, but she wanted to talk about some important stuff. Like, pay me back, please. I don't care what you have to say. So this is exactly what I sent her to. The email receipt showing that repayment is owed for $1,120. The seller's note. Attached below are screenshots from Discord where you've borrowed money from me with claims of paying me back but never did. Also PayPal receipts for your character here's I've purchased but never received, as well as the chargeback disputes your clients have made when you use my account. This is why I'm saying, okay guys, don't pay artists that make you use other people's PayPals. Don't lend your PayPals to other people. Goes the other way too. I'm sure they've learned their lesson. The admin says 1,120. I remember you saying you thought it was a few hundred, but over 1K is crazy. Also, there's your character here's. So here's Nay stating, I apparently needed to send the invoice to a different email, so I updated the invoice to go to the listed email. Admin says, and she knows she wasn't supposed to reach out to you, but still did. Why didn't she say that in the Discord message? Kind of guilt trippy with the, I'm sorry, I'm not the friend you deserve stuff, but maybe that's me. And Nay is giving permission to admin to post about this, and her client paid via my PayPal can still open disputes and shit. If I don't respond, then PayPal will side in their favor after the allotted time runs out, and I'll just update the invoices to include those disputes too. So again, here is the invoice that Nay sent with all of the information. Here are the Discord DMs between Bloody and Nay. This is proof. Bloody says, Nay, I'm sorry to send you a message here. I sent a lot of things in the event chat. I want to ask if you want to lend the $250, I can pay it back to you later when I pay the higher bills. This way, you don't run out of your reservation and savings. I'm sorry for sending a message about this. It's practically 20 minutes away and I'm dying about it. Nay says, you're completely fine. I can definitely do that. As long as my boyfriend knows that I'll be paid back, he'll be be okay. Bloody says, I can pay you back. It's okay after the 10th. So by the way, this conversation happened in October 1st, 2023. So Bloody is saying that they can pay Nay back October 10th, 2023, or 9 days out. So many artists do this, by the way. I also want to say, I don't want this to be a thing being like, don't trust artists, like, etc., etc. But please do research on the artist before you commission them, because there is a fair amount of artists who have an insane backlog of comms that they never finish, or they either take extremely long to finish. So Bloody is stating that they're going to work ASAP after the 10th to pay them back. Here's a second Discord message. This is on October 8th, 2023. I'm receiving millions of hate messages. I can't work because I'm going to have to go to the hospital due to a panic attack and I can't breathe. I urgently need to pay my bills and I'm still missing $300 for that, but I can't work. Don't you have that amount to lend me? I promise that during the month, I'll give you back everything I owe, and if I pay you in installments, I'll give you back everything I owe I should. I just don't know how to do it now. The situation has made me nervous and I can't log into Facebook right now. Honestly, I'll think of a solution, but for that, I need to pay today's bills. I'm sorry to ask you this. I hate doing this and you've been great and I didn't want to take advantage of any of this, and I promise I'm not. I promise to return everything I owe you after the 11th. I'll work to give you back $265. No need to worry. Nay said they did some math to see how much they have in their bank account after the bills I paid on Friday get pulled out tomorrow so I don't overdraft my account. But I think I might be able to pull off the $300. I'll have to do like $95 using my PayPal credit and the rest of my bank. Dude, I'm so sorry. Dude, I feel so bad for Nay though. They're so generous. The fact that they had to wait until after they paid their bills to see how much was left in their account tells you that Nay doesn't have very much to give. And in fact, they didn't have enough to give, so they had to split both their PayPal credit and money in their account. Nay gave literally every last cent that they had to Bloody so that Bloody could help pay the bills they desperately needed to pay. Quote unquote, desperately needed to pay. I feel so bad for Nay. This is nuts. This is so effed up because Nay really had like nothing to give, but still chose to give anyways out of the kindness of their own hearts to try to help a friend out. Dude, this makes me so sad to see. Also, again, dude, I'm just saying, Bloody, don't you live in Brazil? What are your like 200, 300 USD bills? I don't know. The math is not mathing to me. Okay, so in total, they needed 565 USD, 3,101 Brazilian reals. Dude, Brazil's monthly minimum wage is 1,412 Brazilian reals. They're asking for a little bit less than 2 times the minimum wage in Brazil for bills. For what exactly? How do you have so many bills that are so high? So Nay says, okay, payment sent. I think I sent enough to cover the fees as well. Huh? Guys, wait. Bloody says, hi Nay, can I ask you a question? This is now March 14th, 2024. SinfulBloody asked for money twice October 2023, the beginning. Now we're in the early half of March 2024. I need $340 to pay my last big bill. Wouldn't you have it to lend? And whatever goes into PayPal over the next few days can be left to cover this balance. See, since I received it in yours, I'm going to continue reaching my goal just so I can pay on time, and then everything that ends up in your PayPal you can keep until you cover everything. I'll probably do everything by Saturday and then you can send it straight. Nay says, I'm sorry I saw this. I can swing 150, but that's all. Bloody says, could it be? Then I can leave the money with you once I make the rest, 190. Then everything that goes into PayPal, you send it to your account until the value is given, probably this weekend. I just need to pay the rest of the 190 beforehand to pay off the card by tomorrow. And then after that, everything that comes in stays with you. I'm going to continue making the money this weekend. I can cover it. So Nay sent them 150. Wait, what? Pay off the card. So are they trying to pay off a credit card bill with borrowed money from Nay? Dude, your debt is your problem, bro. I'm saying, is this so harsh of me to say it? If you racked up $340 of credit card bills that you can't pay, that's on you, bro. Take the L on the interest and move to the next month. Stop borrowing money from people because you can't pay back the people that you're borrowing money from. Don't involve other people into your mess. Just keep it within yourself. So here's proof of your character here they never received for 159 Brazilian reals. Second, your character here for 693 Brazilian reals. And here are PayPal disputes. And again, let me remind you, because people were paying Nay for commissions that Purim was doing, but the money was going to Nay's PayPal, if those people, the commission, it would charge back Nay. It would not charge back Purim because it was using Nay's PayPal. So these are lists of refunds people charge back that charged Nay back instead of charging Purim. Let me remind you, by the way, the reason why Purim said they wanted to use Nay's PayPal is because allegedly, if you have a PayPal account that was made in Brazil, give you money, you would get the money the next day. And they don't process money on weekends or holidays. So if somebody paid on Saturday, you wouldn't actually access the money till Monday. Because Nay has a US PayPal account, they can access the money same day. This was all because Purim did not want to wait an extra day to get money, allegedly. So they were using somebody else's PayPal. That was the excuse they gave anyways, which I don't understand because then like if Nay receives the money and transfers it to Purim will still need to wait an extra day to access the money. Yeah, maybe they're trying to avoid taxes too. So we're almost at the top of the Facebook group, by the way, guys. Oh my God. I said today was going to be a short stream and we're getting close to 4 hours, which is my normal stream length just because this drama is so long. Anonymous said they're in 3 servers as far as I know. 1, Spooks, 2, Possum, and 3, Malai Cat. So this is SinfulBloody saying, working on a cheap new your character here on June 22nd, 2024. Again, they haven't paid back all the comms yet. So this was DM to Possum stating, the sus stuff with SinfulBloody. Another DM to Possum. Another DM to somebody else to kick Purim out of their server. Purim was alleging that people were being xenophobic towards Brazilians in that group they created about me, referring to this Facebook group, that it became absurd, practically a riot, or people use it to attack others. I think here's the thing. Nobody has an issue with them being Brazilian, but them being Brazilian adds extra context. It's not a negative thing necessarily, but them being Brazilian just points out the currency conversion makes it a lot worse. Because if they're asking to borrow 300 USD for bills, or they're borrowing a total of 800 USD for bills, when you convert the amount of money that you're trying to borrow into Brazilian reals, then in that context, it makes the scamming a lot worse because they're scamming for a lot more money or a lot more value of money in the country they live in. As far as I've read, we've read basically the entire Facebook group. That is why people keep mentioning they're Brazilian. It's because the currency conversion makes it a lot worse. It means they're scamming for a much larger value of money than what, it would be in the US. So this was a post that was made June 14th. How does any of this make sense? If you were 13 in 2014, making you 23 this year, how does that make your mother 37? Your mother would have been 14 when she had you. I'm sorry, I'm generally confused. As well as admitting she manipulated people, that's a yikes. If you were 13 in 2014, she's only a year younger than me. She made another repost after this that just reads a massive guilt trip to me. How can you sit there and admit to manipulating us and then turn around and tell us you're without sleep? So this allegedly was posted June 14th. My cat ain't even happy. Purim says, hi everyone, good evening, getting straight to the point. I'll be returning to accounting and posting here everything that was paid and spent to show proof that everything goes into the accounts and family. I'm opening a small claims process with my family so it can be proven that I told the truth about paying the bills and about the money spent on my family, including that my name is actually in the legal department now due to a lack of payment of my part on several accounts that I decided to abandon to reduce costs. I can prove it and I'll be posting it here with the process and progresses later. I say this because I've been extremely irresponsible and many have failed miserably at art. I have always told the truth about paying bills. I had problems with money compulsion in 2020 and 2021 and got involved in very big roles with bills. That's when I started to actually earn money and didn't know how to manage it. Since I was underage and my parents are terrible with money, besides neurodivergence generally made me naturally compulsive. So yes, in 2020 to 2022, I made stupid purchases, spent what I didn't have in a day, and then got involved in a very bizarre situation. They started using loans and cards to pay other cards. I involved my family in financial affairs, and then when my father died, I started taking care of the house, brothers, and that's my lack of control. Today, I no longer spend compulsively. I no longer have anything to get money from, but I'm dealing with the consequences of my choices and actions. I have a huge debt with the bank at that time. I was stupid. I was practically a child and made pathetic choices. No, I don't know why my mother doesn't work. She gives me a different excuse every year since 2021. Quote, because she wasn't able to work outside the home, end quote. And there's no way I can argue I'm not her. I can't force a 37-year-old adult to do something. I'm living today paying minimum car payments, paying a loan that I made in more than 32 installments, paying financial bills, worrying about bills and food for the house. And as much as it may not seem like it, I can prove it. I will account for all my expenses, everything I do or wherever I go, including spending on something that I shouldn't. Damn, I made a lot of mistakes with you. I was a fucking victimist person because I'm effing manipulative. I know how to mess with people's feelings and I'm not proud of it. So they spend this entire time talking about how woe is me, I don't have money, this is why I don't have money, and then I'm a manipulator and I'm good at it. Wait, what? I'm just dramatic as hell, but I'll be accountable for everything I do until I finish everything I owe and pay everyone back, which is what I will do. I'm not a shitty human being or whatever. I was just a dumb teenager who became an adult without control. Dude, that doesn't do it. My brain be hurting with this, bro. Okay, so we have more. Purim in June 20th, 2024 says, for the bog and bath your character here's, these are made on free time only to mainly pay for refunds and be able to get rid of all my negatives and debt so I can use my cards to refunds. These will be done in 1 to 2 days only after work hours, so it doesn't disturb my queue. My idea is to use these small your character here's that give me little work and that I can do in my free time, so I'm able to refund as much as possible without causing damage to my organization or queue, since unfortunately my adopts don't pay for refunds. Wait, what? Why do the adopts not pay for refunds? Are their adopts only for bills? My cards are negative and I need them to reimburse. I'll have a limit on the 25th if everything goes well, but I have a big refund to give, around 100 USD, that will practically consume it all. But after the 25th, I'll have already paid off the card, so any money that comes in, I'll be able to refund. I'm doing it to order. I still have a lot to do, but I hope you know that I'm doing my best. I know that opening comms can be negative at this moment, but unfortunately the cheap and fast your character hears were the only thing that helped me save money to give back to those who need it. I'm spending twice as many hours at work so that these your character hearers don't get in the way and are only done at times. So basically TLDR, they've had job interviews and they'll only receive their salary after 1 month of working and they haven't been called for an interview yet. So they're going to continue doing the small your character hearers to make up the difference. Yeah, so it's literally like more updates about excuses that they're giving as to why they're delayed. This was another, oh my god, this was a post Purim made in their Discord on June 8th. I need about $150, heart. Thanks so much. I will do doodles for everybody who donates any amount on my coffee. Dude, why do they keep asking for money? Like, bro, just literally get a job. The job economy right now is not good, but like, what the? So Anon says, this is on July 1st now. Hi, Poo has traced your most recent post of your character here, and she hasn't credited anything yet. There are a lot of people interested in it too. So here is the sketch overlaid with their drawing. So this is the your character here. This Clip Studio Paint UI is from them. And here is a female practice sketch form by Mr. Steak, which is a little practice sketch that person did. And as you can see, the sketch is from that sketch form. So they basically just traced over it and the pose and everything to make theirs. So not only did they scam people and not deliver commissions ever, basically, they're also tracing over people's art. So this was posted July 9th. Reposting for Anon ended up deleting and coming to me to repost. So this post is about Purin's good relationship with her mom. So here, Purim, aka SinfulBloody, because they're on a new account, is saying, I love it. I love getting along with her. I love being close to her. I love spending time with her. She understands me. We've been through difficult things and she hurt me a lot, but we're putting it to rest. Thanks. It's incredible. We're very close. She even joined furry fandom and made a fursona. My baby Galadriel's mother. I'm happy about that. I was always close to my mother, especially when my father left my country. So when he died, it was very scary and I only had her. Even though my stepfather later adopted me, she's still my best friend. It was horrible to have money problems affect their relationship. I'm genuinely happy that it was fixed. So Bloody is stating, in fact, I need to share my relationship with my mother is amazing. She and I are getting along very well and we've resolved our financial issues. We've decided to pay the remaining debts together in a 50-50 agreement. I'm helping her with a new job. After her debts are gone, I'll pay her a small salary because she has helped me a lot with organizing my list routine, helping with cleaning, and I'll help post on my social networks. So I'm going to hire her part-time and pay her for it. Everybody wins. But probably after this year when all the debts end. We are happy. She's been giving me a lot of treats for saying she's happy with her hard work. I've been working early in the morning and she lets me sleep until like 4 in the afternoon and wakes me up with delicious food. So basically this entire time, Purin kept stating over the course of these last 2-3 years that that she has a horrible relationship with her mom, that her mom hurts her, etc. We have screenshots saying, so maybe that was the past. I don't know. So here we have Bloody, aka Purin, opening up more your character heroes. Remember, they said they weren't going to open any more until they finished their comms, which they haven't. So they decided to put back an old your character hero that they had for sale, and they're going to finish the last few of the your character heroes this week, so they're opening new slots. The price is 100% promotional, as in the past they cost $20, but I'm making some of my items a little cheaper so they stay within more people's budgets. The price is $8. Limited slots only till tomorrow, and the turnaround time is for next week. Here they state, I need to raise $400 by the 10th, so I'm bringing some promotions here. I have some important things on the 10th, so it's all limited time. Oh my god. Bloody is participating in fights. Also, art fight again is an art thing where like you sign up on this website, you have OCs, and then you're signed to a team. Like the sides attack each other by drawing art of each other's OCs. Oh, Bloody is now selling their fursona for $100. Remember, a long time ago, we said their fursona is called Astaroth. And allegedly, according to the transfer log on Toy House, it was bought today for $60. So then we finally have our final post by Mari stating, this is also Purim, sinful, and legit going off for me telling the truth, so I blocked them. To me, so go ahead, everyone here, block them and unfriend them. What a shitty artist. I think they said, I believe this is their handle, right? Well, if you share a post against me, you probably don't really like me, right? There's no reason you want me around if you don't think I'm a good person. It's a little uncomfortable that you have friends in your comfort profile who share things against you behind your back and such. It's a little strange. Generally, you remove people you don't like and don't keep them around. Blocked it because I don't think I should keep people who don't like me on my profile. Yeah, this one is just them being a little defensive, to be honest. That's what it looks like it. And that is the final wrap up. Purim, aka Nyako, aka SinfulBloody, aka Addicted Void, aka Addicted Bloody. They went by all of these aliases. They had, again, allegedly around 200 people that commissioned them that they never finished the commission for, and they have a solid modus operandus where they would start or create a your character here or an adopt or commission or whatever. People would purchase it. They would say, oh, I can turn it around in a short period of time, anywhere between a couple days to a week, they would not do it. A while would pass, the person would ask for updates, and then they would ask for a refund, and then Purim would say, oh, according to my TOS, I won't give a refund because I already started working on the art piece. That is really valid normally in an art case, except they always do this. They've done this with literally everybody. They would start a sketch and then do nothing else beyond the sketch and then just try to pocket all of the money. Then they eventually got called out for doing this, and they've been doing this over the course of 3 years. The person who brought this to me, to my attention, has a comm from 3 years ago that they haven't received money for. And they also allegedly lie about their excuses. They lie about being on the brink of death. They lie about going to the hospital all this time, etc. This, that, and the third. Could they all have happened? Could they have gone to the hospital? But it's just very suspicious because it always coincidentally happens right when the person is asking for updates. So it's a little bit off, a little bit odd. And then they finally got called out. They said they were going to be working on finishing all of their commissions. As far as I know, they haven't yet. As far as I know, if you look across their socials, everything has been purged. So when I go to their Facebook, there's no post available. When I go to their Instagram, no post available. So they're probably going by a different alias now. Their DeviantArt with a similar name only has like 4 posts on it. Yeah, I don't know. I hope they can be better. I hope they can learn. And I truly hope they pay everybody back, especially Nay, who they owe $1,102 to, which is really screwed up. So I hope they can be better. But truly, 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 they need to seek help. And they've been scapegoating, victim blaming, gaslighting, and manipulating for so long now. I feel like it'll take them a very, very long time to break out of that habit. I hope they can be better. I hope they pay back everybody. Double, triple, quadruple check when they commission people.